Alright, it's been a while. I've been doing okay. I've just got off work. It's gonna do a gas bath. But yeah, I've been doing alright. Hanging in there. The last video I made was over a month ago. I got kicked off YouTube. I got another strike. That was only for, I think it was for 2 weeks, I believe, because how long I was kicked off. But I wanted to come back and make some videos, but I realized, I had to take some time for myself, because what had happened was, one of the very last videos I did was was my child work, and getting rid of it, taking my 3 or 4 year old self, however old I was, and I was being held hostage by these aliens, these short, thin, big heads, big buggy eye, black buggy eyes. There were 3 of them in the room, one of them on top of me, and 2 of them in the room. And so, and I had said, that I was being told not to talk about this, that it was our little secret. So what had happened after that was they were pissed. Whatever it was, I don't know if it was aliens. I don't know. I don't know if that's just what they're showing me, how they're coming across to me, how they're presenting themselves to me. But I have been under oppression since then. And oppression, the way I've been oppressed is fogginess in my head. I can't think. I'm extremely tired, and I'll sleep. It doesn't matter how much I sleep. I wake up and I'm just exhausted. I've had the most vivid dreams night after night after night after night. I can wake up, go back to sleep, and fucking wake back up in the same dream or another dream. So they're wearing me out. And what I've come to find is it's not, because it wasn't, I was like, man, this is weird oppression, because it didn't feel like entity oppression. It felt like an electrical or like shutting my body down kind of oppression, like physically shutting me down through electrical signals. I started getting that feeling like, there's something behind me constantly. Not all the time, I'm just saying at times. This happens in my house. It doesn't happen outside of my house. I'll get something opened up in my head, and like that spark, and then all of a sudden I just get shut down constantly. That happens constantly. So I've been researching. I've been doing a lot of research and contemplation and meditation on as much as possible, again, with what they're doing to me. And what I've come to find is our biofield, which is, these new age hucksters call it our aura, but it's actually a biofield, which is actually part of our body that's outside of us. And what they're doing is so this is a grid. They got this laid out. I'm not going to go that deep into it. I just, because I'm still doing my own contemplation on it and meditation and research on it. And what I'm trying to do is I am attempting to find how to strengthen my biofield to protect against these attacks, because right now it's almost like they're plugged into me. Like, especially when I'm in my house, it's like I can't get away from it. And come to find out, these electrical signals are riding on, and I'm talking about low frequency, I'm talking about the frequencies tons of different frequencies that operate. They're constantly there. We're bombarded. We're constantly surrounded by these frequencies because everything's lit up. The whole grid, everything. They got this fucker lit up, and so it's as easy as flipping a switch for them. He shared a secret that he made a pact with us. That he's kept his whole life for 40 years, and he just broke it, and so now. They flip the switch and I'm under attack. Okay, I don't know if that helps explain it or not. So yeah, guys, that's what I've been going through. It's been over a month now. It's been well over a month. I'm doing what I can. Like I said, it sucks, because you sleep and you wake up and you're exhausted. It feels like it just feels like it feels like you had the hardest day the day before, or sometimes it might even feel like you're, pre-flu, like right before you get the flu and your body's aching, you're tired and you're exhausted, and think you can feel like all these little nooks and crannies in your body, and everything's just hurting. So yeah, that's where I've been, in pain and not unbearable pain, not like before, but just, it's just upsetting. It's frustrating. It pisses you off. And I try to stay away. I try to stay away from those feelings because, they get me nowhere. Who am I pissed off at? What am I pissed off at? You know what I mean? Because I'm not sure exactly who's pulling the strings on this, the stuff I'm researching is all documented by the military. It's all completely 100% documented, the things I'm talking about, and this is how they've been, targeted individuals, people who have been satanic ritual abuse survivors, these types of people who are under this kind of manipulation and oppressive, abusive tactics. This is what I believe everybody's dealing with in those areas is this the fact that we're hooked up to this grid, and it's all there. The thing is all these young kids right now doing all this stuff in the biofield and hooking us up for this transhumanism and they're making $1 million a year, working for the government or a defense contractor, loving life, enjoying all the luxuries of this life and the breads and circuses. And what they're working on is they're working on the technology to be able to hack even further and make this technology even more advanced. So my thought process is supposedly, what I've found in my research so far is that this dates back to the 1920s. In the 1950s, supposedly, is when it really started kicking off. But what I'm intuiting, because again, all that knowledge search is a bunch of bullshit. So you have to use your own discretion. And my own discretion is telling me that this is not, we are living out a narrative, guys. We are living out a narrative that they're spoon feeding us. Like all this is there to find because they want it to be found. It's a slap in the face. So I believe whatever is actually got us hooked up into the grid is our initial enslavement in this whole process for generations and however long we've been on this fucking hellhole. And in this enslavement, I believe this is how they've been enslaving us since day one. For hundreds, thousands, million, however long we've been playing this stupid game. But I don't think, and so I think what they're doing is they just use the military and the technological aspect as, saying, we're advancing this, and they're documenting everything, and it's all there for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear and are willing to, recognize and accept things for what they are instead of, living in la la land and thinking that the government's going to come and save them and there's good actors out there. It's just not the case. So what I'm getting at is, I believe that this this method of control has been around since day one, since our enslavement, and they are just using the narrative of the military and the technological aspect of them finding all this stuff supposedly since the 1920s, and then it just getting worse and worse since then. I think they're using that just as part of their gematria game, where again everything goes according to the numbers. All major events in this world go according to these numbers of gematria, which for some, I mean, I guess somehow powers there, gives them, you know, more energy or more power. I'm not sure what it's doing, how the gematria plays in. As far as, I guess it helps keep us under the illusion and keeps the game going. I'm not really sure, to be honest, at the moment. But yeah, so we've literally been just patsy, you know, we're just being fucked with. If you're looking to anything outside yourself for the answers, if you're looking at anything outside yourself for the truth, if you're looking at anything outside yourself for salvation, guys, you better wake the fuck up, because they're getting ready to do another reset, and it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be good, guys. If you think, let me give you an example of what I'm trying to lay down for y'all. These natural disasters, if I had a natural disaster in my town and FEMA came in and started setting up camps, guess where I'm headed? A complete opposite way. I don't want to see any government representative. I don't want to see any of them, because I believe what they're doing is they're using these natural disasters and they're disappearing thousands and thousands and thousands of people at a time during these natural disasters. I'm not going to go into it any more than that, because the powers that be, obviously want my YouTube channel shut down. They don't want me talking. And I'm a nobody, you know, I'm just a fucking roofer. That's all I am. But I don't mince my words and I speak truth. So, you know, they don't want that. So what I'll probably end up doing, guys, I have another YouTube channel that I made when I got censored the last time, a month ago. It's under my name, Richard Swink, but nobody has subscribed to it. And my son kept on trying to find it on his phone. He's like, Dad, you know, I can't find it. So they're obviously suppressing my shit, you know, so people can't find me. But yeah, so I'm not going to go too deep into anything right now. I just wanted to give everybody an update, let people know I'm still here. I don't give up, motherfuckers. I don't fucking play around. All this does is just strengthen my ass. Every time they fuck with me and every new thing they try pulling on me, it just fucking reinvigorates my fucking whole goal in trying to fucking crush these cocksuckers and you know, by crushing them, I mean, you know, keep on speaking the truth and, you know, not giving in and refusing to accept their fucking abusive authority and abusive systems of governance. That's what I mean. You know, they can't break me. I'm unbreakable. They can go fuck off. And I hope that, you know, bring the best they got. They have to. I mean, the amount of pressure I'm under, guys, it's unfucking real. At every fucking turn. So, you know, if I haven't given up by now, I'm certainly not ever going to give up. I don't know when these guys are going to give up. I don't think they're, you know, I'm sure at some point in time they're either going to have to fucking kill me or, you know, give up, because the more they fucking fuck with me, the more it just sets the more it just strengthens my resolve to fucking expose these cocksuckers. So, these dumb motherfuckers, man. So, what I'm going to do is I'll probably, this might be one of my last videos on this YouTube channel. And then what I'll do is I will I will either start uploading to my other YouTube channel, or I've already created a channel on Odyssey, ODYSSEY. There's a few people over there, well, a couple people over there that I've been watching their channels, and they're not being censored, so I might go over there and to Odyssey so I can speak freely. But yeah, YouTube isn't, whoever's keeping an eye on me, whoever is keeping an eye on me is not letting me get away with anything. They're as soon as they find something, they're getting me shut down every time. So it's just not worth it. I'll like I said, if the next videos I make, I'll upload to my other YouTube channel or start using my Odyssey channel. But again, I mean, my phone gets fucked with. Every turn I try to make, I get fucked with. It makes things extremely hard, but I've been dealing with it for so long now that it's like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really getting frustrated or angry. At times I will, but here and there. But for the most part, I've been able to work on my patience and my patience and being calm and all those types of things. So, it's practice for me. That's how I look at it, I mean, literally, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. So, until they kill me, I'll just, they're creating a monster over here. But yeah, that's, I just want to let everybody know I'm still here, and don't give up, guys. And again, if you're looking outside yourself for the answers, if you're looking outside yourself for truth, if you're looking outside yourself for salvation, you need to stop, because you're going to be let down. That you are going to be caught with your dick in your hand, and they are going to fucking probably before then, they're probably going to experiment on you or do whatever else they please. I mean, who knows what they got planned. But it's not good, I'll tell you that. It's not fucking good. So yeah, guys, take care of yourselves first. Stay strong. Don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks, says, or does. Go off your intuition. Go off your own common sense and your critical thinking. Use your faculty of reasoning. And that's fine, if you're using these other channels. I've got the research that I've been doing. I've got a couple channels on Odyssey and one on YouTube that I'm watching that are helping to break some of this through for me. But no matter what, I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. I'm using my own discretion and my own goddamn powers of judgment and discernment in accepting and thinking anything or taking anything for the truth, and that's what I mean by that, so I'm gonna go take a shower, get cleaned up, and yeah, hope everybody's doing okay. And remember, just fucking give a big fuck you to anybody who wants you to fucking kiss their ass.